Okay, this is for exercise 9. It's overbalance, and what she's gonna do is she's gonna walk one foot directly in front of the other, and I'm gonna have to see if she's able to do it and if there are any swaying movements or if she loses her balance. Great, go. One foot in front of the other.
How long do I have to do this for?
Alright, you can stop. As far as I could tell, she pretty much walked with pretty good balance. I would say there's one time where she kind of got a little off balance, but other than that, she was able to do it. Alright, now she's going to stand straight up with her feet put together and her eyes looking directly forward for a minute, and I have to observe the results of that. Feet together.
I'm just going to look straight in the mirror, okay?
Okay. Alright, 1 minute. I'll tell you when to go, or when you're good. Okay, you're good. Okay. While she did that for a minute, she was pretty good about standing still. The reason I'm focused more on her bottom half is because a little bit, say halfway through it, she could start seeing swaying movements. They weren't anything like fast or severe or anything. It was just lightly. I'm not even sure if you could catch it on camera, but right before I said that her minute was up, that is when she started to look a little more fidgety than in the beginning. No. Okay. For this part, she's gonna do the same thing, stand straight up, looking forward with her feet together, actually, but she's going to be doing this with her eyes closed for a minute. So you ready? Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm gonna go.
Close them.
Where at?
Okay, you're good. Okay, after a minute of that, she was definitely a lot more unsteady than when her eyes were open. I'd say right when she closed her eyes and I started counting for a minute, you could start seeing her almost look like a little uncomfortable, and it wasn't just her bottom half of her body this time, like her shoulders were moving too. I'm sure it's a lot easier to see in person, but that is what happened with that. Now we're going to test the same thing. Her feet are going to be together, eyes open, looking forward, but instead of viewing her from the front, I'm going to view her from the side. So, alright, here we go. Okay, you can stop. Okay, from viewing her from the side, it's pretty much similar to when I, was looking from the front. Actually, I would say that at a side view, I really didn't see any type of swaying movements, at all. It was more just like slight twitching every once in a while, but she really wasn't moving. And now she's going to do the same thing for another minute with her eyes closed. Okay, you can stop. Okay, again, with her eyes closed from the side was very similar to when she was standing, frontward facing me. Right when her eyes started to close, the upper portion of her body became very unsteady and swayed a lot more than if her eyes were open. Okay. Now she is going to face me and she's going to raise one of her feet off the ground for about 12 inches for a minute and we're going to see what happens.
Ready.
Go ahead. There, her foot is off the ground.
This is good. I'm not good at balancing. Lexi, come here. My legs starting to get tired.
You're almost done. Alright, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, with one foot off the ground. Actually, throughout most of it, she was pretty steady. There was a point. She was a little more wobbly than if she were just standing straight with both of her feet down. But it wasn't anything severe, but there was a point where her arms kind of went all over the place to catch her balance, and then as you saw at the end, because she got tired, she really did lose her balance. Okay, after resting for 2 minutes, she's going to do the same thing, lift one foot off the ground, but this time she's going to do it with her eyes closed for a minute. So here we go. Got the foot up.
I can't do it. Okay, hold on. With my eyes closed. Hold on.
She's about 10 seconds into this and is having a lot of issues.
I can't do it with my eyes closed.
Well, just do it for a minute, even if you fall. Just kind of look like you're having some crazy bodily twitches. It's fine. You're almost done. Just
No, I like really cannot balance with my eyes closed.
focus.
It's not done yet.
No.
Stop.
All right, you're good.
Oh.
after that, I'm not really sure that there's much I need to say. Yeah, I lost count of how many times she almost lost her balance there, but definitely with her eyes closed does change your balance.